Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Wednesday, April 11th, 2018. At the end of the last episode, I had to kill a lot of bad guys, but unfortunately I can't take their armor with me because I am encumbered. I am completely encumbered, and that's good because this means that the expedition was a success. I am still on the expedition with the goal to, there was an enderman, to find a mesa biome in order to gather a lot of rails. And in the last episode I explored a ravine where I found a mine shaft, and there I grabbed a lot of rails. So the expedition was a success, but I still like to continue on for, this episode I guess, towards east in the hope that I can find a mesa biome, because this was the primary goal. Well, no, the primary goal is still, or was, and still is, to get a rails for the future rail system. But the secondary goal is to find a mesa biome, and so I like to do this. I'm quite sure on my way back home I will find plenty of them, but it would be nice to start my journey back home from a mesa biome after reaching it. So I like just to give it a try. I like to walk one additional episode towards east, and if I'm then not lucky, I will turn around in the next episode. Well, I will not turn around immediately at the start of the next episode, because at first I will walk maybe one day towards north or south or so to just get some distance to the path I walked on away from my home area, because this will then hopefully allow us to see some new terrain. That's awesome. That's all the time super interesting to discover new features, new exciting landscape features, monuments, things like this cool gap. This is awesome. This is a prime example why expeditions in Minecraft are super cool, because you can see those great formations. And so let's continue on. Yesterday, let's start with the probably most interesting thing or so. Yesterday I had the first session of the new seminar, the AR and VR learning and teaching seminar. So it's basically the same thing I did in the last semester, but this time I have to do it twice. So this time we are trying to also open this seminar for some students who are enrolled for the bachelor's program in human-computer interaction, and we combine them with the students who study to become a teacher. So it's a truly interdisciplinary seminar then. Not only that the topic of the course and the contents are another flower mountain. That's cool. I like those mountains. They are all the time super colorful and super bright, and I like those flower biomes. They look really like spring or so, and so it's a true interdisciplinary seminar or so with those students. And I'm a little bit concerned about the outcome of this course, because we want to do the same thing. So the students once again shall form groups and then implement an application, VR or AR application. And the risk is that the students, the students who study to become a teacher, will just say, all right, we have those other students who know more about programming and scripting, so they should just do it, and we just provide them with input, with content or so. So I know I can't do really something about it. I mean, it's completely up to them. The only thing I can really influence is the way how the final exam and what they have to present and so on is organized, and what I require, what kind of information I require, so that everyone is basically demanded to learn about the other discipline. And I hope I can do such a thing. This would be super awesome. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. And so we had the first session yesterday, and so far it was all right. I at first I was a little bit unsure because initially I wanted to have some kind of online registration form or so, where the human-computer interaction students had to register for or sign up for the seminar, that I get the right number, because we have 15 students who study to become a teacher, and so I also wanted to have 15 of the other students. But unfortunately this wasn't possible, and so I was a little bit excited about the first session, when I see a lot of interesting terrain, and when you get washed down there, I think you have a problem. So I have to be careful. But yeah, I was a little bit unsure about. Yes, I got the. I was scared for a brief moment that I completely forgot the bat, but luckily I grabbed it. Luckily I removed the rotten flesh from my inventory before picking up the bat again. But yeah, I wasn't quite sure how many students will be there. I mean, could have been none, or could also have been 40 or so. In the end, I think it were 17 or 16 or so. So that's a good number. The only problem was that not all of the students from the pedagogy who signed up for the seminar have showed up. So now we still have an imbalance, which is a little bit bad, but yeah, it was just the first session, so I hope over the course things will balance, or will get balanced by themselves or so. We will see about this, but yeah, was interesting. I'm also a little bit excited and not quite sure if they really got the message that, hey, this is a true interdisciplinary seminar, so everyone has to learn about the other discipline, and not just, hey, okay, we have an easy seminar, so let's just create a small application and then we get a good mark or so. No, that's completely wrong, and I will definitely make sure that this impression is wrong, because I think I can have some good requirements that will make sure that this will be the case. So yeah, but it was good. It was interesting. Unfortunately, it was not as impressive to do this kind of initial first-hand experience with VR and AR as we did at the start of the winter term. The first time we did this seminar there, of the 26 students or so, we had only 3 had experienced VR or AR before, but this time only 3 of the, I think, 30 students or so that have been around have raised their hands. So the entire, hey, let's give it a try session was not as impressive as we hoped, but well, that's not the most important point. It's more about let's do some teaching, let's somehow get it done, and see their results, mark their results or so that we can do this again for the next semester or so. Oh man. But today as I said, I have to do this twice this seminar. I have to do the seminar twice this semester, and yeah, today is the second course, so I'm excited about them. The second course is just students who study to become a teacher, so yeah, we can compare then. We can compare how they performed, what they have learned, and it's interesting. It's really interesting also from a scientific perspective, and yeah, I will definitely keep you posted about it. Wait, I should have slept. So what is down there? Down there is some kind of hidden cave or so. That's interesting. But yeah, let's just sleep before I, in the end, find myself in the middle of a huge ocean or so. This would be sad and problematic. Yeah, so that's good. Unfortunately, the thing happened. I was a little bit aware of that this is ahead of me, but I completely forgot about it. I still have to mark their texts, their reports on their system from the old semester. So yeah, now I got a bunch of papers, and I have to grade those reports. And the main problem is, well, each group member was required to write one of those reports. So the group that had 5 participants, for instance, I have to read the same thing 5 times. And yeah, there are of course a few differences, but in the end, I have to read the same thing over and over again. So that's kind of annoying. But yeah, I think that's what it is. And I personally have the impression that I'm way too relaxed and that I'm not strict enough or so. I think I should give more bad marks or so. Maybe, well, we will see. If maybe I'm just the good guy or so, and my colleague is giving them a lot of bad marks, and in the end they get a good average mark or so. But yeah, that's how things are. And this also resulted in the fact that, well, currently I'm also trying to write papers. As I said, at the end of this month's deadline is coming up. I want to submit some papers, so I have to write them, approve them, and so on. And so I wanted to get rid of those reports I have to grade, and so I stayed yesterday until I think it was shortly before 8 p.m. or so at work, and I started at 8 a.m. So 12-hour day once again. Oh man, that's really a lot of work, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I have to do it anyway. So let's try to get over with it before all the time distracts me or so. But yeah. Though, no. Is there anything else I wanted to say about the last few days? The Formula 1 race, right. This was awesome. The race itself was super cool. It was a night race. I love those night races because the colors look just fantastic. It's really a completely different thing, and everything looks super spectacular with those night races, and that's of course all the time amazing and great, and I really enjoyed it. I also enjoyed the last 10 laps or so, as the Sebastian Vettel was still leading, and yeah, he was driving with the... I'm not quite sure if they had a super soft, and medium tires, or what the categories were they had available, but he drove with the second soft option, and yeah, he did this for I think 2/3 of the entire race or so, and so his tires were done toward the end, and Bottas was getting closer and closer and was in reach. He was only less than a second away from him, and he still managed to defend himself. So this was awesome. This was really a great finale of this race, and I really enjoyed it. So this was cool. Great images, great pictures, great race. So yeah, this was awesome. Also the weekend I tried something for the very first time that apparently is quite popular in the town, but this is a nice valley. I like this. This is cool. Another great feature in the landscape. Awesome. Cool. This looks super cozy. This is really a nice place. Having a cabin down there would be truly awesome. This is a great place. I would really like to stay here for a little bit longer, but no, I like to. Oh dear, this is probably going to hurt me. But I like to move on. I like to move on to find a Mesa biome, hopefully. Maybe, I'm quite sure I will find plenty on the way back home, but yeah. Well, what I wanted to say is in where I live, we have this large river, the Main, and of course there are also plenty of bridges going over the river. I have to cross it every day in order to get to work, and outside of vacation times, the road is crowded and full, and I'm annoyed when I have to drive to work. But yeah, there are also bridges that are just available for pedestrians, and the old bridge that's going over the river, it's really a nice bridge. It's used as basically meeting point or social point or so. So there are some wine shops around it, because I'm living in a vineyard region, and what do I wanted to say? Yeah, there are some wine shops around, and you can basically get a glass of wine and just sit on the bridge, look down, and that's really a nice thing. And the weekend we had good weather. It was a little bit on the warmer side, but not too warm. And yeah, I tried it for the very first time, and it was really a nice place. So I must say this is cool. I hope I can do this more often this summer with my friends, because this was pretty cool. This was also a lot of fun. And yeah, so now I like to. I'm not quite sure if you can hear it, but there's currently a thunderstorm outdoors. So yeah, that's cool. I like thunderstorms. I all the time see, while I'm recording this, some flashes and lightnings and so on. And I really like to just look now outside and try to take some photos or so of the lightnings. This would be cool. Speaking of cool things, look at those gorgeous mountains. They're also cool. This is neat. This place is super neat. Ow. Yeah, this mountain is cool. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. But yeah, I finally like to answer Matthew's question. I am nowadays quite interested in role-playing games, like pen and paper ones. Did you play those once? What fascinates me... Yeah, this mountain is really cool. This mountain also fascinates me. What fascinates me is the ability to co-create a story. I sometimes read people's write-up of their adventures. Some of them are really good. It feels like reading a book. Or watch a YouTube video. What are your thoughts on those collective story creation? Did you do some? I know you did some with the Salty Dog server. I played a pen and paper role-playing game once, and yeah, it was the only time that I played one. Well, I think the main problem was that the group was not that great, so yeah, I tried my very best. I tried to, as coming from well, I played theater, and so I'm into drama and so on. I tried to really get into the role, but I was the only one, and so things were just awkward, and yeah, in the end it was not that great that I tried to do it again or so, but yeah, I think that's all the time a pretty cool idea, but on the other hand, I'm not quite sure if I really would like to join such a group again or so, or not right now. But yeah, I like those story creation and all the things around it. They are pretty cool. This is really a great thing, a great activity, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, yes, the Salty Dog was really good. This was probably the only way, or I think this was one of the best examples for doing something like this on my side, on my end. I really like to do those things again, but you really need to have the right group of people around you. You need to have like-minded people that have same ideas and that can also immerse themselves in those stories and in those activities. So, but yeah, I think this is really a cool idea. Unfortunately, I'm not really doing it that often. As you pointed out, the last time really was with the Salty Dog server, and this was really a pleasant experience, and it was a lot of fun, especially because of the way how this thing worked. I mean, I was able to play some new information of my story. I told you with the invasion with those bad guys, and others discovered it in the next day or so, and then they made their story out of it. So that's super cool. This is really, I think this is maybe, well, no, you can't say something's better or worse or so, but it's one of those things where I think this is really a great strengths of those multiplayer games and collaborative games, because you have the opportunity to just leave a surprise for others, whereas with those other stories it's not all the time possible. So, but yeah, that's cool. Let's check this again. Did you? Yes, I think I fully answered your question after reading it. Yes, creepers, spider, not good. I need a place where I can get back to land, where I can get dry feet so that I can sleep. And yeah, that's hopefully a good answer to your question. Thank you so much for this question. If you do have a question, if you would like to ask me, or if you have a certain thing I shall discuss also, please leave a comment in the comment section. I will try my very best to discuss the topic, answer the question, whatever you provide. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, please bring some questions, because this is really great. And unfortunately, this is probably the most eastern point we will ever reach, so for a long time, because next time we will start to walk back, as we haven't found a Mesa biome so far, and the expedition still was a success. I mean, I got some rails. It would be nice to get back home with 3 stacks of rails, so I still keep my hopes up that I can find a Mesa biome on the way back home. This would be awesome. And yeah, so we are at the end. I hope you have enjoyed this very episode, and hope you will be joining me in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you!
Thank you.